G'day and welcome to Bright Day. Many Australians are turning away from ordinary super funds that are offered to us whenever we start a new job. We're looking for options that give us a bit more of a say in how our super works to build wealth for when we retire. Bright Day has two offerings, Complete Super and self-managed super funds. The difference between the two really comes down to whether you want to combine your super with your partner or invest in property. So which option is best for you? Well, that's what we're here to talk about. Like, who's the ideal person to have a complete super fund?
Complete Super is for anyone who wants to manage their own super. It works for everyone because you can make a single decision and invest in a ready-made portfolio, or you can invest in shares listed on the ASX, manage funds and separately managed accounts. There is something for everyone in Complete Super, so there is no one ideal person.
And also with us is Alan Kohler, the founder of Eureka Report, to tell us about self-managed super funds.
Well, self-managed super funds can also be for anyone, but you might need to be a bit more involved from the beginning as there's no ready-made option like Complete Super. So this means you might need to make a few investment decisions to get you going. And SMSF is actually a great idea if you want to combine your super balance with your partner or your kids. It's the only super structure that lets you do this. Having more to invest can broaden your investment options. By pooling your money with your partner, you have more to invest, which means that some options that might have been out of reach are suddenly available to you. So residential investment property is the one that stands out and appeals most to investors.
So while Complete Super and self-managed super funds certainly have their selling points, neither option is going to suit everybody. So let's briefly go over the pros and cons of each. Complete Super allows you to manage your super in much the same way as a self-managed super fund. It's a far more cost-effective option than a self-managed super fund, but there are a couple of things here and there that you're unable to do that you can do in an SMSF. And you don't need a huge balance to make Complete Super work for you. Whether you've just got your first job or you've got, say, over $100,000 in super, you can make Complete Super work to suit your needs. And the lower fees are appealing to many investors.
Now for the cons. Unlike a self-managed super fund, you can't invest in property or more exotic assets like art and collectibles.
A complete super fund can only be in one person's name as well, unlike an SMSF, which can have up to 4 people in it. And this brings us to self-managed super funds. Now, as I mentioned, you can pool the super balances of up to 4 people into an SMSF. This is great if one half of a partnership likes to manage the money.
You have a wider range of investment opportunities than you would with Complete Super, including property investment. And you have full control over your super. As for the cons, a self-managed super fund can be more expensive, sometimes in excess of $2,000 a year. To avoid losing your fund to fees and charges, you might want to have, say, at least $200,000 saved away towards it. You don't want your fees to be any more than about 1% of your balance.
The good thing is, either Complete Super or an SMSF will work for you. It's just about working out what is important to you in a super fund.